Hey guys, just a quick gear review for you today. If you watched my recent video on making an EDC or small fire kit, you'd have seen this pouch being featured in there. This is the LowePro Spectrum 10, and as I said in that video, it's a great little carry pouch for all sorts of kits, or if you just want something on your belt that you can put your everyday carry items in. So I only had this at that time, and as you can see I've gone and bought a few more because I just love these little things. They're so handy. This was the fire kit one. You can obviously go and watch that video, but as you can see this is full of stuff if you haven't seen that video. So that's pretty well packed. These ones, as you can see, aren't off the card yet, so I just want to take a quick look at these. They're great for everyday carry, I would say, and I'm sure you've probably got some ideas yourself what you could use them for. So this is the Spectrum 10. On Amazon.com at the moment this is $13 US. Now you probably want to look around and see if there's any stores near you that carry these. I actually got this for $3. Now the reason I think for that, if I open up the back here, I actually see here it is copyright 2007, so it's a bit of an older product, and it's actually designed to be a digital camera bag, as you can see it says right there. Now these probably aren't very popular, and a lot of stores probably aren't shifting them because most of us now have smartphones, and for basic everyday photography we tend to use our phone rather than carrying a separate camera. So these probably aren't very popular anymore. So LowePro's loss in that sense is our game, because I think these are great for sort of everyday carry or survival tactics. As you can see, the colours I got were this bright red, they call it red and chili I think, and this green colour which they call parsley and olive. So yeah, they're pretty attractive little things and pretty well made. LowePro, you've probably heard of, has a really good reputation in the climbing world. They've been making quality gear, quality rucksacks and bags and jackets for years and years and years. So it actually tells you the history of LowePro inside the top of the card here, if you're interested in that. So 40 years of firsts it says there, so you can read through that. But yeah, they make quality gear, and I think these pouches are no exception. They're really sturdy little zippers, nice, quite a strong sort of almost a ripstop nylon, I would say, on the outside. I haven't had this in my bag or out in the field a whole lot because I just got this pouch for this purpose of the small fire kit, so I can't really testify to its long-term durability, but it certainly feels pretty sturdy. The stitching all looks great. They are of course made in China, but you know, all sorts of major manufacturers and makers of quality gear are doing the same thing these days, so what can you do? So anyway, the pouch itself has a small front pocket with a little mesh slip at the back. So, and it's pretty narrow in the base, just the width of that there. But yeah, you can fit a few things in there. I have a few items here just to pop in as we go. So for size comparison, there's the size of a Zippo and thickness. So yeah, I mean that front pocket is just perfect thickness for a Zippo. The back here. Now when you get the bag, it actually comes filled with this carry strap. Probably not going to use that, to be honest. It's such a small bag, why would you have a carry strap on it? But it's there, you can use it for something else I guess. It has two little loops at the top here on either side. That'd be for the carry strap, and also as you can see there's the belt loop on the back when you open up the card. Yeah, so the back pocket, once you take that out, it also has some silica beads in there. And yeah, a pretty roomy little pocket. Here's Victorinox Swiss Champ. Drop that in there. So yeah, room for a couple of those, and height wise a little bit to spare. So if you know what size that knife is, it's a pretty chunky knife. Room for two of those in there. Hip flask. Should never leave one without never leave home without it, particularly this time of year if it's a little cold outside. So does that fit in there? Yeah, I think it probably would. And it's a pretty flexible pouch. It's quite sturdily made, but it's fairly flexible. You can usually kind of squeeze it around stuff. I think we're maybe pushing it a little bit to fit that flask in, but again, that's a pretty, you can see from the size of my hand, that's a pretty bulky flask. So it almost takes that apart from the cap there. So yeah, I mean, think of other items that kind of size, like an old school kind of BlackBerry, something like that. Great size pouch for that sort of size of item. So it's pretty good capacity. And yeah, pretty sturdily made. So I would say it's probably not a bad buy for $13, which is what you're you're looking at paying on Amazon.com. But I mean, if you can find it cheaper in a store as I did for $3, it's just too hard to pass up, and that's why, you know, I bought a few. I don't even have a specific purpose in mind for these guys yet, but I mean, why not? I'll probably even pick up a few more before they run out, because I imagine they won't be restocking them. So moving on, here's another one that they had. I only bought one of these because I'm not quite so sure how useful this will be. This is called the Video Pouch 20, and again on Amazon. This is pretty cheap at the moment. It's currently $4.40 as an add-on item. I got this for $1.25, so that's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. Another made in China pouch. Doesn't have as much info on this one. All's attached to tripod. All's attached cord screws to tripod. Cushion and reinforced neoprene offers stretch to fit protection. Yeah, it does have a neoprene feel to it. I'm not sure how waterproof any of these would be, but I guess it would be showerproof at least. Again, good quality zipper on there. I don't know if that's a branded zipper. You can actually see in it. It doesn't seem to have a stamp on it. And inside this one you have this cord. Again, this is designed, as it says, pocket video camera, video pouch 20, kind of gives away its intended purpose. And it has a little screw in here for screwing into obviously the tripod hole in your camera, so if that's on your camera, the bag's always attached, you're not going to lose it. And no one's going to be able to pull it out of there if this was attached to your bag somehow. There's no belt loop on this, so it would have to be attached by this top loop here, but you could easily put a carabiner or something through there, hook it onto your bag. So yeah, you may or may not want to snip this off depending on what you're using the pouch for, but quite a handy little thing. Nothing else in there, just an empty little space. Very, very stretchy, so I mean, you could really stuff this out, I think. Let's just grab that knife again to see. Yeah, so it's definitely a little narrower than the Spectrum 10, but certainly a bit taller. Just a different format of space, and again, no less useful. You know, if you had a small flashlight, knife, what else might you want? A lighter, something like that. You know, you could easily fit those in there, but it's a very nice slim pouch that would easily slide into your pocket with a few items in it. So yeah, pretty useful, and again, for $4, pretty much a good buy, I would say. For $1.25, I mean, that's just crazy. So probably we'll pick up a few more of those, I guess, before they go out of stock. Anyway, guys, there you go. Spectrum 10 Video Pouch 20. If you have any questions or want to, you know, my opinion on anything about it before you go and look for them, just let me know in the comments. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.